Hi, welcome. I'm Maria from Read Fine Books. I'm back from vacation and obviously still in a vacation mood, but I'm preparing our group reads for September. So if you want to join group reads, if you're interested in an online book club of some sort, we have one on Discord and I invite you to join. All the books you'll be reading at your own pace, and we'll discuss them together without giving away spoilers for those who haven't reached the chapter we're discussing. So, if you're interested in reading along, this September we have prepared 3 books. The first one is a classic. It's Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. Orphaned as a child, Jane has felt an outcast her whole young life. Her courage is tested once again when she arrives at Thornfield Hall, where she has been hired by the brooding, proud Edward Rochester to care for his ward Adele. Jane finds herself drawn to his troubled yet kind spirit. She falls in love hard, but there is a terrifying secret inside the gloomy, forbidding Thornfield Hall. What is Rochester hiding from Jane? Will Jane be left heartbroken and exiled once again? So this is the blurb from Goodreads, and perhaps you already know what's happening in Jane Eyre, but I think a reread or your first time read is in order no matter your age. Why do I say that? Well, first of all, governesses in the Victorian era were, of course, a special kind of ladies. They were middle and upper class, but they didn't fit in their class anymore because they had no money, but they did have a great education provided by their upbringing. They were expected in their homes to be like mothers for the children and educators as well. However, they weren't part of the family and they weren't part of the service either, because they were in fact middle upper class, so they didn't fit in anywhere. A governess's life was one very lonely. The only way she could return to a higher rank was by marriage. But of course, there were slim chances of that happening. And we'll see what happens in this case as well. When I first read this book, I was in high school, and I only read it with the romance part in mind. However, I recently talked about it with another booktuber here, the Teal Ver Picture Show, and she argued that this isn't the great book I'm talking about, that Jane Eyre isn't such a wonderful book because of the way it portrays mental illness. And I have no idea what to say to that. I must admit, I haven't thought at all about mental illness in this book at all. Perhaps I was too young and I will see it now in a different light. Perhaps I don't have any triggers about it, so it didn't affect me then, it won't affect me now either. I don't know. I look forward to see if and how my opinion changes about this book. And yes, that's it. I look forward to reading it. The next one I'm proposing for our book club is Life Begins on Friday. This is a book by Romanian author Ioana Pârvulescu. I recently read The Innocents by Ioana Pârvulescu, and that book is sadly not translated yet in English. It's only available in Romanian. However, I loved it. I found out things about Romania I didn't know about before. I thought the writing was exquisite, so I'm very, very excited to be reading another book by Ioana Părvulescu. And this one got awards and is, of course, translated in English, so you'll be able to join in on the read as well. I'm sure the writing will be as good as it was in the one I read, The Innocent, and this one has a different subject. It's historical fiction, but with a little time travel. A young man is found lying unconscious on the outskirts of Bucharest. No one knows who he is, and everyone has a different theory about how he got there. The stories of the various characters unfold, each closely interwoven with the next, and outlining the features of what ultimately turns out to be the most important and most powerful character of all, the city of Bucharest itself. The novel covers the last 13 days of 1897 and culminates in a beautiful tableau of the future as imagined by the different characters. We might in fact say that it is we who inhabit their future, and so too does Dan Crețu, alias Dan Crețu, the present-day journalist hurled back in time by some mysterious process for just long enough to allow us a wonderful glimpse into a remote, almost forgotten world. So, as I said, I already love her writing and historical fiction mixed with time travel. I'm currently seeing that in Kindred, the August group read I proposed, and I'm loving it, so I look forward to it here as well. Life Begins on Friday by Ioana Părvulescu was the winner of the European Union Prize for Literature, so it must be a great book as well. And the third book I'm proposing is The Bread the Devil Ned. This one is by Lisa Agostini, and it's a group read with Nicole from Dusty Book Sniffers. If you want to read it, please join her Discord. I'll put it in the description, of course. Her Discord is super interesting as well, with discussions on all kinds of books. You'll love it. And this book is about Alethea Lopez. Alethea Lopez is about to turn 40. Fashionable, feisty, and fiercely independent, she manages a boutique in Port of Spain. But behind closed doors, she is covering up bruises from her abusive partner and seeking solace in an affair with her boss. When she witnesses a woman murdered by a jealous lover, the reality of her own future comes a little too close to home, bringing us her truth in an arresting, unsparing Trinidadian voice. Alethea unravels memories repressed since childhood and begins to understand the person she has become. Her next step is to decide the woman she wants to be. This is an engrossing and atmospheric novel with a strong feminist message at the heart of its page-turning plot. It explores an abusive love affair with searing honesty and skillfully tackles the issues of gender violence and racism against the lush and heady backdrop of the national festival and the music that feeds it. It's impossible not to root for Alethea. She is an unforgettable heroine, trapped in ways she is only just beginning to understand, but shining with strength, resolve, and ultimately self-determination. So this sounds perfect as well. I'm sure I'll like it. I'm sure you'll like it too. So please join the Discord's channel on this group reads, and I'll see you there. I'm Maria, and let's have a wonderful September full of fine reads. Thank you for watching.